Hey guys, Ashley here, also known as Ashley fan. I am back today with another video, and my video is going to be on another One Tree Hill rant. I love One Tree Hill. It is my favorite show of all freaking time, and there's just so many things that I want to talk about. So I decided I'm going to do a remake video of my thoughts on the relationship between Brooke and Lucas, also known as Brookis, and after that we have my thoughts on double standards within the fandom, and why I think Lucas and Peyton are overhated characters, and what the hell were those seasons between 7 through 9? Oh, and I forgot, I wanted to talk about people recently saying that Peyton should have been gay. I really want to talk about that because me and my mom were talking about that, and I don't like the idea of Peyton being gay. So I might do that after this video. So yeah, just to get them out the way, let's just speed it through. What time is it? It is now 7:04. Like I said, I still got things I need to do today. So maybe that Peyton video might come out later on today, or I might do it early in the morning tomorrow. It depends how I'm feeling. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I don't like the idea of Peyton being gay. And it's not because I have anything against gay people. I'm gonna explain why in the video. But today we're going to talk about Brookis and what I think of their relationship. And when I think of Brookis, the first word that comes to my mind is frustration, annoying, tired. Okay? I'm not a Brookis shipper. And there are a lot of people who are. I could definitely understand the appeal. Her and Lucas did have a lot of chemistry. They were very different. But they had their cute moments, but as a relationship, they annoyed me. They really got on my nerves, really. And to me, it really didn't start until like season 3. In season 1, I was never really into them because I've just always been a diehard Lathan shipper. Just really a diehard Lathan shipper to the end of time, and to the end of time. 'Cause your love is all I have in this life. That's how I feel about that's how I feel about Lucas and Peyton. To the end of time. The Justin Blake song. That's how I feel about them. To me, and the other reason why I can understand why people like the appeal of them is because I feel like the reason why a lot of people think they should have been in game, but I don't feel that way. Side eye. I think the reason why a lot of people think they should have been in game is because I think they like the appeal of, he messed up, they were a high school thing, but maybe it could be something more in the future if they were adults. Maybe it would be different if they were adults. Me personally, I feel like we spent 4 seasons with them, basically 4. I have no intention on seeing it anymore. Like I just said in the last video, in the Love Triangle video, I would rather see Lucas go back to Anna or Lindsay if he ever went back to Brooke. I do not want to see him and Brooke ever go back to each other. We spent way too long with them in the first 4 seasons, and it got really annoying like during season 3. Like season 1, they were cute, but to me, I felt like Brooke was really nothing more but a plot device, really, because she wasn't really a character, really, in season 1. Yeah, she was sad, but I feel like there was so much more we didn't know about Brooke, and I feel like season 2 is really when Brooke is really where her character development really started happening. But in season 1, she was nothing more but a plot device, and the whole love triangle situation. So I guess we'll start there. Season 1, we'll talk about the love triangle. To me, I feel like everybody in that situation was wrong. It's just that Brooke got hurt. That's how I see it. That's how I've always seen it. Is that Lucas wasn't shit for cheating, and he should have not entertained Brooke when he knew that she was the best friend. He should have not entertained her. Peyton should have not came back a whole bunch of seconds later wanting him after not wanting nothing to do with him, knowing that he's shacking up with Brooke. Peyton knew that something was going to happen between him and Brooke because he gave her the bra. He gave her the bra. She gave him her bra. She left her bra in his car. She's flirting with him. She admitted to liking Lucas. So I just felt like Peyton knew that Brooke wasn't gonna hold back. If she wanted him, she was gonna go get him. So I feel like for her to admit that she got feelings for him episodes later was just bad timing. And for Brooke to entertain Lucas, knowing that him and Peyton have had a brief situation going on, and that Peyton is very much in love with him, she ain't shit for that either. They all ain't shit for the shit that they did. But to me, it's just that Brooke got hurt in the midst of it because they had feelings for each other. And like I said before in my last video, no one ever took in consideration of how much it hurt Peyton to see Brooke dating Lucas. No one ever thinks about that. How selflessly she was very selfless when it came to Lucas. She was never like, if I can have you, then no one will. It was like she was always waiting for her turn, and it was just so unfair. While Lucas is running through all these girls that he shouldn't be with, and he should be with Peyton, it's like she just stood back patiently, and like, it was annoying. He got with Brooke. He got with Anna. He got with Lindsay. Like, it was just ridiculous. He got with Brooke again. Like, it's like Peyton just stood back and like it was annoying. Like, no one has ever took in consideration of that, of how she had to sit back and basically like watch the love of her life be with other bitches all the time, and like not, and be okay with it. Like, she had to seem cool and be comfortable with it when deep down she really wasn't. So to me in season one, I feel like the whole love triangle, just everybody did their thing, and I feel like no one ever talks about how Brooke tried to like pretty much trap him with her pregnancy. Like, are people forgetting that she pretty much, she lied about being pregnant, that she was pregnant, and then when she went to the doctors and got the test results back, she lied to his face about it. And then when in that episode, which is one of my favorite episodes, it's season 1, episode 19, is one of my favorite episodes. She told him that she lied and that she was never pregnant and it was just a mishap. Which, I hate storylines like that. Oh, her period, she hasn't gotten her period for a whole week, and she said she was like late. So I'm assuming the whole time her Lucas were together, she was getting her period. But as soon as I'm assuming that they did it that last time, she was. It's confusing. I hate storylines like this in general when it comes to teenage pregnancy. And the reason why I do is because how can you be sure that you are and then 5 minutes later you aren't? They do know the pregnancy tests are 100% accurate, right? 100% accurate. How can you go to the doctor and them telling you stuff like that happened? Like, I never encountered anybody who's been in a situation like that. Like, they haven't gotten their period, and then they take a test and they're pregnant, and then once they go to the hospital and the doctor, I guess, tests the pee. Oh, it's just running a little bit late. But it's like, then why would it come out positive? Pregnancy tests are 100% accurate. If you don't get your period for a whole week and a half, or for a month and a half, or 4 weeks, you're ovulating because you're pregnant. Something like this confused me. They did this in One Tree Hill. They did this in Gossip Girl with Brooke multiple times with Brooke. They do this in Degrassi. It's just, I can't stand it. It's like, are they pregnant or not? Are they pregnant or what? And I feel like I would have been much more interested in Brooke being actually pregnant and getting like an abortion or something. I feel like that would have been like her telling Lucas that she isn't, but she really is, and she got like an abortion or something. Like, that would have been like 10 times more interested in her, taking a test and it being pregnant, and then she's not pregnant. Oh no, it could just happen. I'm not discrediting the writing because it was still good, but to me, I just feel like I hate those types of scenarios in general. Like, where I just can't believe that people are not getting her ass on how she tried to basically trap Lucas and then flip it all on him, and then try to say, how can you cheat on me with my best friend, and like him saying that he never meant to hurt you, and I get it. Even if it wasn't his intention, it still hurts because him and Peyton were still sneaking around. So I definitely get it. But like, no one will get on her ass for, like I just said, trying to trap him. Like that's fucking wild. Not gonna lie. Or in the other episode when she brought Nikki to that party purposely to start something. Peyton forgave her way too quickly. Nikki bought Peyton, Brooke bought her there to start some shit and pretty much ruined Nathan's apartment. She ruined his party on purpose because she was being petty. Like, no one gets on Brooke's ass about some of the shit that she does, and that's why I make it a double standard video. And these 2 points will be in the video because it's actually she can get away with murder if she wanted to. It was just ridiculous. So, yeah, to me, I feel like season 1 was really the love triangle. Season 2 with the relationship, it wasn't really much. It was just, they still like each other. She just don't know whether or not she should give him a second chance because he hurt her. Me, personally, I've always felt like them going back together in season 2 felt rushed because her and Lucas literally did not spend no time together, and then he's saying he still got feelings for her. It was just ridiculous. But I did enjoy some of their moments, and I did enjoy like them being friends. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't like the idea of them having twins with each other because that felt rushed out of nowhere. But I did like their friendship. I do think him and Brooke are way better as friends than they are as a relationship. I did like their friendship. On to season 3, and this is when things started to get really, really annoying to me with the relationship. To me, I'm just going to talk about the relationship in seasons 3 and 4, and then I'm going to give you my overall opinion of the relationship. I was going to do that. I'm going to do a little bit of a rundown. Season 3, I'm going to try to keep it real short and sweet because there's so much with this relationship. I'm going to lose my brain cells talking about it. So Brooke wants to have like a casual dating thing, like they hook up whenever she wants to date other people, and Lucas is okay with that, but he pretends to be okay with it, but he's really not okay with it. He starts, Rachel, they start hanging out. Brooke gets jealous, even though it was her fucking idea. Try to make him look like the bad guy yet again. It was her idea. Me personally, I feel like Lucas should have told her, like, if you want me, say it. I'm not going to play games with you for your entertainment. I'm not going to say things, I'm not going to say romantic things to embarrass myself. If you really don't want me, you still want to play around. Like, it ain't going to happen. And that's mostly a lot what it was, is that him embarrassing himself and Brooke just really just make just like having him be embarrassed. Like, whenever he did a romantic speech, she never once like gave him no reassurance on what she wanted. Never. She's up with Chris Keller. He got mad about that. She's trying to make him feel like a villain, like the villain again. Oh, my God. They got back together. She showed him the letters that she wrote him, how she was vulnerable and how she missed him the whole time, but she was just too afraid to admit it because she didn't want him to know that she still wanted him because of all the hurt, which is completely understandable. She got mad about him having the letters because he kept quoting them. She liked the idea of him throwing her vulnerability in her face, which I'm pretty sure that's not what he was doing, but hey, whatever. I'm trying to think what else. I know Keith dies. They were cute. This shit was alright, what it was. Him and Peyton kissed again, and then we get to the play, and that's when Brooke stupidly decides to have Peyton and Lucas act out a scene of a I love you scene, and Peyton says that she loves him, and then that's when the moment Peyton realized that her and Lucas, that she's still in love with Lucas, and oh my God, Peyton tells Brooke she's still in love with Lucas. Brooke gets so mad about this. She slaps Peyton to me, I feel like for no absolute reason that was just so unjustifiable, because, you know what, I want to say that for my thoughts. Her and Lucas get into it at the wedding. They have that whole wedding fight, which I've already made a video about. Go and watch it. Me, I feel like personally she took no accountability in the wedding fight scene. I feel like she blamed everything on Lucas, and I feel like I didn't like the idea of Lucas sitting there and not defending himself. Like, it just made him look even more like it's like they intentionally trying to make him look like a jerk by not defending himself about all the things that she was saying, like, how can you just ever let me all the way in? Why didn't you call me? It's just like, why can he ever just defend himself in a relationship? Why does she need to have the last word? Why is it like she's the only one who can be hurt by his actions, but he can't be hurt by hers? And that's just what frustrates me about the relationship. And under season 4, they break up. Boom, bada bang. That's all you need to know. They break up. Brooke gives him some shitty ass reason for why, and they're done. Sorry, my tooth hurts. That is the relationship timeline. If I left anything out, boo-hoo. So, my final thoughts with the relationship. Me personally, I'm just not a Brooke shipper. The relationship was good drama-wise because I love the drama. But to me, it was just so frustrating to me. And I feel like to me the frustrations really came in like season 3. Like, I don't have a problem with them in season 1. I don't have a problem with them in season 2. But to me, the frustrations didn't really come into like season 3. And I think the first thing I want to talk about, I forgot the rain fight they had. I think the first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to season 3 is how Brooke, it was her idea to do the casual thing, and then she got mad when Lucas started going out with Rachel. And I just thought that was just so ridiculous. Like, this is your stupid idea, and now you're mad because I'm entertaining it. Another thing I want to talk about. She got mad at Lucas for being mad at her sleeping with Chris Keller, which I thought was, I did a rant about that too, go and watch it. I thought that was ridiculous because she took no accountability for sleeping with him. She made it all about her being drunk and her saying that she missed him and that she was afraid to get close to him again, and that's why she slept with Chris Keller. Like, really, Brooke? That has to be the most pathetic excuse I have ever heard. And then she throws the fact that he was sneaking around with Peyton. It's like, what does you sleeping with Chris Keller have anything to do with my past? And I think that's just been like one of my other frustrations, is that she has no problem throwing the things that he's done in the past in his face. And to me, it just always made me feel like she was never really over it. If she can constantly throw all the things that he's done in the past in his face. And so let's get to another situation. We're going to zoom through here. We're going to zoom through here. Because I can't talk about Brooke anymore. I've done so many videos on them on this channel. I feel like if I talk about them anymore, I'm going to have an aneurysm. I'm going to have a stroke. God forbid. But the relationship stresses me out, child. So let's get to what she gave in the letters. I think it was honestly a really good scene, but I think Lucas forgave her way too quickly because she didn't deserve it. Because she tried to throw what he did in his past in his face, but the moment that he didn't want to forgive her, she got so upset by it. And I feel like he forgave her way too fast. I feel like he should have gave her a little bit more punishment for pretty much making a fool out of him. You told me one thing, you didn't pick me for the fantasy boy draft. I forgot about that too. You picked me for the fantasy boy draft, and then I found out that you're in your bed and you have sex with Chris Keller. Like, it's making him look more and more like an idiot. Like, the more he confessed his feelings, the more he confessed his feelings, the more she fucked up. Oh, hold on, my gloves. Can't have dry lips talking to y'all. Water break real quick. God. Talking makes me so thirsty. So we went off on the letters. What happened after that in the relationship? Let's get to the ring fight because I feel like after that they were good into the ring fight. This fight in the ring is so frustrating. Brooke got so mad about she read a letter that Lucas wrote, and one of the things that the letter said that you're my forever, and I find it funny that they're mentioning letters that she found in his closet because first of all, we never once was shown a letter that she read, and to me, that entire scene in season 2 when she finds herself in the closet, I was never a fan of it because to me it's like if you see that, why does he have that stuff? Like, first of all, I just feel like if I saw that, I would be like, yo, you still love her. Why are you keeping all these patent shrines or all the shit that she gave you when she was in love with you? Are you still in love with her? Like, she didn't ask him that. But she chose to me, I feel like Brooke always uses the wrong times to bring up a confrontation. And it's just like, it's so irritating because she does this all the time in a relationship. Like, I cannot think of one time she did not do this. She does it all the time. She picks the absolutely wrong times to bring up a confrontation. Lucas is they're trying to have a romantic dinner in the rain, pie, and everything in it, and she got so mad about this, which I understand her being upset, but it's like, if you have to compare letters to see who he's really in love with, why are you asking him why you this time and why not Peyton? It's just like, have you not been seeing his actions? I just don't get it. Because to me in season 3, he was all about Brooke. He was all about Brooke. And I think that's the problem too in the relationship a little bit, is that he was all about her, but I don't feel like she was really all about him. Like, I just never felt like she was really 100% in depth with Lucas at all. I just never felt it. I just never really felt that she really wanted him, in my opinion. A lot of people feel like he didn't want her, but to me, I just never felt the way about Brooke. The rain scene, it's a lot of talking. I'm not about to go down every nickel credit that they've said, but to me, I just felt like Brooke was just doing the most by having him go out in the rain and pretty much have him confess feelings that he has already confessed to. And I think that was just a constant annoying thing with the relationship, is that she always needed reinsurance. And I just felt like, to me, I just feel like if you need all those things constantly, all the time, you need to know where he is. I just feel like, to me, in a relationship, you won't have to ask those things if you felt confident about where you guys are emotionally. And to me, I just feel like they were never there emotionally. That's why they had to always trust. They didn't know if they trust each other. They had to always ask each other about reinsurance, and it was just proven true in this very scene that she just never. I don't think it was, to me in this scene. It just proves to me that Brooke would never just forgive Lucas. She would never trust him. She would never really love him. To me, I feel like it was all about feeling comfortable. I feel like with Lucas, she felt comfortable with him because that was really the only guy she's ever really been with. And I feel, not relationship wise, and I feel like a lot of people say they wish she had other love interests outside of Lucas. I agree. I would have given anything to give Brooke somebody other than him, because if we want to have gotten her Lucas so many times, we would have got him and Peyton sooner. And to me, I would take it sooner than a love triangle with him and Brooke being together and him and Peyton not being together. I'd rather see him and Peyton together. I'd rather see him and Peyton together than him and Brooke. So, him and Peyton kiss. Peyton tells Brooke that they kiss when her and Lucas do that scene at Trick, I believe, which that too, Brooke was being way too stupid for having them do that scene. Why are you putting two people who were in love once in a scene like that? I'm just saying. That didn't make no sense to me. I feel like with Brooke, it was like she was so oblivious, and then she would do things like, "Oh, I can't believe I was so stupid," but it was like she would say in the older season she would say, "We knew that Lucas was in love with you the whole time," but it's like, oh my god, it was just like she was so oblivious to it, just so too oblivious to it, way too oblivious. The same thing with Lindsay. As soon as they say everybody here is friends, everybody's supposed to be there for each other. The moment that Lucas is there for somebody and he can't be there for them all, like, yes, he's there for you all the time. The one time that he helps out another friend, he's a jerk, he's a bad boyfriend. Like, I just don't get it. So, her and Lucas had this wedding fight. Like I said, I've already made a video about it. Go watch it. To me, I feel like from this wedding fight, Brooke took no accountability for her actions at all about Chris Keller. Not, she's the one who doesn't know how to voice her emotions. She's the one who doesn't know how to let him in. And they both have not shown each other actions to back up how they feel. While Sophie in the podcast talking about, he tells me one thing but his actions prove another. It's like, have you seen your character? You do the same thing too. You talk about you want to love him, you want to trust him, but yet you ask back for letters, yet you don't show him all of you because you feel like he doesn't deserve it. So it's just like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? To me, and that's the relationship, and then season 4 they break up, which is hallelujah. That's the motherfucking party. To me, with the relationship, I felt like it was very high school. It was very immature. I don't think her and Lucas had the maturity or the capability or the compatibility to make it work. And I feel like a lot of people just feel like, oh, he hurt her, he hurt her, he hurt her. But it's like, Brooke hurt him too. And I feel like she always felt like Lucas was the one who was always resisting. But it's like, she has no idea that she was resisting just as much as he was. And I don't like how he gets all the blame for their relationship, because to me it takes, and if you look at them and their relationship and their scenario, they both fucked up. Lucas fucked up by entertaining Brooke when he knew that he had feelings to pay, and he was super for, cheating, the lying, the indecisiveness. His indecisiveness, it just made the relationship just 10 times more annoying to watch. And Brooke, to her indecisiveness, does he love me, does he not love me, do I want to be with him, do I not want to be with him? It got annoying real fast between them. I was really over him and Brooke in season 3. To me, where I feel like I was really just like, I was over it. To me, I feel like the moment she said that we could have a fling, I just knew that we were in for some bullshit. I knew we were in for some good drama, but I knew we were in for some bullshit, because to me, I feel like if anyone told me that I confessed Lucas confessed feelings to her at the end of season 2, and she comes back to season 3 and you want to have a fling relationship, playing with my feelings off the bat. Lucas should have left her alone once she said that. But he wanted her so bad that he was willing to prove to her that he can go through the fling dating without it being a problem. But he had a problem with it. And I feel like you should never have to backside your feelings because someone can't trust you or they want to play games. And to me, I'm not for it. I'm not gonna play games. I'm not cool math. I'm not KIZY. I'm not Y8. If you want to be with me, be with me. If you don't. Communicate what you feel. Communicate what you want, which is what is their biggest problem in a relationship, is communication. They suck at communication. Him and Brooke, they absolutely suck at it. So to me, I feel like I don't get the appeal of Brooke. Is like, for people to be like so, and like to the point of people saying they should have been in game. It's like, I don't know. I don't get the appeal of that. they were cute, they had chemistry, and they had their cute moments, but overall, as a relationship, too damn frustrating to get behind. To the point where it's like, if they, even the fact that Mark Shohan was going to make them in game, just like, really just like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to make them in game over him and Peyton? Fuck out. When him and Hillary had the superior chemistry, they had the superior moments. It's just like, that would be like a bad business move if they would have made him and Brooke in game. I probably would have stopped watching, honestly, because I know there was a talk about her and Jake being in game, and I would have had stopped watching too if they would have done that. Like, these couples don't belong together. They don't need to be in game. What for? To make the fan base that wants them together happy? We saw how well that did in Vampire Diaries. Yep. We saw how well that did in Vampire Diaries. We saw how well that did in Gossip Girl, right? When Nate and Serena got together. Oh my god. And now today people are saying they should have been in game, which I'm going to talk about her and Nate's relationship when I get to Gossip Girl rants, because I thought Serena and Nate were boring as hell together. Really boring. And that felt so forced. Them being in a relationship. I feel like they could have done that in season 1, in my opinion. Because, sorry, I'm going to go to side rant, but like, I was talking about this in the car with my mom. She watched all these shows before I did, and she was saying like, oh, Nate was obviously confused. That's why he went through so many girls. It is like, I could definitely see that, because that's definitely some of the reasons people have with Lucas is that he was confused. He never meant to hurt anybody, but he was so indecisive. But to me, I feel like after season 1, it just seemed like Nate didn't even care about having bliss with Serena anymore. Like, to me, it just felt like it was just a season 1 storyline, and they should have left it at season 1. Why are y'all bringing this back up after 2 seasons later? Like, it just proved that season 3 was really running out of ideas, and they just did that. So, there we go. To me, Lucas and Brooke are one of the most frustrating couples of all time. And whenever I watch One Tree Hill, all their relationship frustrates the hell out of me. So that's a pleasant relationship. If you're a Brooke shipper, power to you. Me personally, I am not. But I am not afraid to admit chemistry and cute moments when I see it. And they did have that. But as the appeal, like I just said, people want them to be in game. It was never given that, and it never will. Bye. See y'all in the next one.